living here, one day one of us walked by what was then Taunton Submarine, which is now the Queen Mother, and there was a sign on the window for rent. And we were friends with Le Select's owner, Frederic, and we called up the owner to see how much the rent was. It was $350 a month. And so we thought, hey, cool, you know, not only can we frequent cool cafes, maybe we could own one, and if Frederic would run it. And so we approached Frederic, and he was very interested. He kind of, for him, it suddenly became too small, wasn't the kind of thing. So he told us, why don't you guys just take it over, because we were then slowly stepping out of law. And we did, and somehow it organically has evolved since then. You know, then the Queen Mother, when we opened, was 18 seats. It was a kind of hole in the wall. Probably, had it stayed that way, we wouldn't have been around anymore, because it really was just...
It was our living room, basically.
Yeah,
it was an extended living room.
Yeah, it was an avocation, not a vocation at that time. And so, but then the middle space became available. We were able to expand into it. Then the Rivoli became available. And slowly but surely, we just, you know, sunk our teeth into this enterprise, this kind of work. We liked the neighborhood, the artist community. We were part of it.
Yeah, and by the time when we started the Rivoli, there was already, the Cameron had just opened a few months before. There was the Cabana Room, which was still at its height. The Beverly Tavern, I mean, the Horseshoe. It was a mecca, and it seemed to be...
And the Bamboo shortly after us.
The Bamboo shortly after us,
yeah.
right? But when we started.
Yeah.
But I think it was an interesting coming together, because it wasn't just all these performances and all these bands. There were also all these galleries, YYZ and A-Space and General Idea, and there was just all this other stuff happening right in these former warehouses, I guess Schmutta business warehouses, that from the old garment industry, and they were now being populated by all these art galleries. So it wasn't just a music scene, it was also an art scene.